Hi. These days, we are hearing a lot about the tensions between Iran and Israel, and many people think this is just another conflict happening somewhere in the Middle East, and people may feel this is very far from India, so why should we worry about at all? But now, look at this from another angle. What is happening there can actually affect India also. Let's understand this simply and slowly. First thing, Iran and Israel were not always enemies because before the year 1979, both the countries actually had a very normal relations. But then something very important happened. There was a big political change in the Iran called the Islamic Revolution. And after that revolution, the new leadership in Iran openly opposed the Israel. So from that time, tensions between these two countries started increasing slowly. Now, from many years, they were not fighting directly. Instead, there were obviously some indirect conflicts. And obviously, there were some attacks, influence to support different groups in the religion and strategic operations. But now, in the recent years, things have started becoming more serious. There have been attacks, counterattacks, cyber operations, plus military strikes also. And recently, we even saw missiles and drones being used. So now the tensions between these two countries have become much bigger. There comes a point, why should we worry about all this? Because the Middle East is extremely important for the world's oil supply. A very large portion of the world's oil travels through a narrow sea route called the Strait of Hormuz. This route is located very close to Iran, and nearly 20% of the world's oil passes through this single route. Now comes the important thing. India imports almost 85% of the oil we use on a daily basis. And because we depend heavily on the imported oil, anything that affects oil can affect India also. Because imagine the situation, if tensions increases near this Strait of Hormuz, market starts worrying, and if this route gets blocked for the disrupted, or oil tankers cannot pass easily, and when oil tankers cannot pass, oil supply reduces, and when supply reduces, prices increases, so oil becomes expensive. And now, because oil becomes expensive, petrol, diesel, LPG becomes expensive, then transportation becomes expensive, and when transportation becomes expensive, many other things becomes expensive automatically, like foods, vegetables, groceries, and ultimately when logistics become expensive, so many things in the economy gets affected. And that is why even a conflict happening somewhere thousands of kilometers away from India can slowly affect our daily life. Geopolitics may look like international news, but in reality, it often shows up in very simple form. The prices we pay at the petrol pump and the cost of the LPG cylinder